So, what have you been doing since we wrapped season one?
We wrapped season one, and right before that, finished a show called Jane the Plane, and then right after that, I started another show, a theater show. I did a play in the Fringe called Over. That was great, and then that was most of my summer, just being a part of that production and working during the day. And my birthday was in September, so I basically spent the entire month celebrating that. And my sister just got married in Hawaii, so I literally just got back a little bit ago from Hawaii, which is great. I love it there.
So, what's been the kind of most fun thing about your journey on Juliet so far?
I think the most fun has been, besides just getting an opportunity to work with the cast and with Tina and the crew, getting to know the fans. In the past year, with each new episode, more and more people have been more vocal at kind of their excitement about it, and it still just boggles my mind the fact that we can film something here in New York City, and it literally can be all over the world, and people, um, you know, from all over the world are able to view it, and I just think that's like, I don't know, I just think the accessibility of it is so great, and the thing that I've noticed the most is just that opportunity that, like, hey, I can show anybody who wants to see it by just having them go to this website that's just available all over the world. I think that's really neat. And the fans have been really amazing. It's really cool to be able to see people from, from Colombia and from France and from California and Canada and Scotland and England, and my parents in Minnesota. They get to watch it, and they get to, like, be just as excited as I am about it. So I think that's pretty neat.
That's cool. So, with this show, unlike, I guess, a lot of the others, though very typical for web series, we gave you the scripts for the first couple of episodes, and then you got another couple, and then you got another couple a few weeks after that. So,
Yeah.
in terms of how your character developed, were there any surprises for you, kind of thinking back from 1 to 6?
Um, a very pleasant surprise was that, Rebecca did get to find that she was able to have something of her own, with no attachment to anybody but, like, her love for it, and that was Juliet's play. It was something I was kind of hoping she would get to be able to have at the end of season one, and I was, like, very, very excited to read that when I got the script. And yeah, we got the scripts bit by bit, but I think the great thing about that is that, just like real life, you don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. So that was really neat, just to, it was a bit of a reminder just to stay in the present and take each script for what it is. And once Tina gives us the new episode, and what that reveals, kind of just, like, be excited and be present for that when you film it. So yeah, but for me, definitely being able to, like, have that, as, like, trial and error as it was for Rebecca, to be able for her to have that to focus on and to love and to put work into was something that me as Alisha was very, very proud of Rebecca for being able to do and being able to find. So yeah.
They're not quite yet into the kind of swing of production, let alone the show. So, if we could give notes to Tina about where we'd like to see Rebecca going, what are your kind of, like, hopes for your character going forward?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They haven't actually produced it yet, but I'm hopeful that they'll stick to that journey. I'm certain that there will probably be more bumps in the road, but, like, that's kind of the exciting part for me to like see what's going to happen in that respect. As well as, you know, I don't know, it's the relationship with that Rebecca has with Laura was kind of up in the air and yet not. So kind of just seeing what the end of season 1 for Rebecca and Laura really means going into season 2 is going to be really interesting. And I have no idea. I have no idea what can happen.
You were at Raindance last year, but then you were also at the Indie Series Awards. Was that earlier this year? Like last year? Earlier this year?
That was in April. Yeah.
So what was it like, kind of, I mean, I guess in New York we're in this little kind of bubble a little bit whilst you're filming. So what was it like meeting people from other shows?
It was awesome. Everybody there was so wonderful, and like I feel like I'm just continuing to really just continuing to get to know the indie web series world, and like I was actually really proud of the fact that there were a bunch of people that were at Raindance that were also at the Indie Series Awards that I remembered, and I got to talk with a little more, because when I had first met them in London, it was all such a whirlwind, you know, that like it was really great to see them and to meet them for the first time. But getting to the Indie Series Awards in LA, it was so great to reconnect and to kind of like to just have that connection and that relationship with those people become even stronger. So I was really excited and very happy about that. And then the new people that I met at the Indie Series Awards were just so great. Community is so just loving and supportive and wonderful. Like, you know, it's a pretty special thing. And it's just continuing to get even more so. So I'm, you know, the more I get to know the people in this community, the more excited I am to actually be a part of it. And I feel so lucky to even, you know, be a part of it. That, yeah, she gushes. It was pretty.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so really quickly, ahead of us filming the next season, what else do you have coming up?
Well, I'm really excited to let everybody know about a play that Flux Theater Ensemble is producing. I'm one of the creative partners, and it is a play that Rachel Hip-Flores and Shinaza Uche are in, which I'm so excited about. It's called Once Upon a Bride, There Was a Forest, and it is written by the wonderful playwright Kristen Palmer. And it's going up in December in New York City at the 4th Street Theater, so I really look forward to it. The entire cast is going to be amazing, and especially Rachel and Shinaza, who you guys know from producing Juliet, so it's going to be awesome.